We're here on the historic Balboa Pier in Newport Beach, California, home of the very first Ruby's Diner that we built back in 1982. The idea was simple: to recreate an authentic 1940s diner that served the absolute best hamburgers and milkshakes, all served with sincere and warm hospitality. The inspiration for Ruby's came from the countless stories my parents share with me about this amazing period in our country's history. World War II was in full swing, big bands were the entertainment of the day, and my mother Ruby had just graduated from Fremont High School in Los Angeles. And now, more than 20 years later, the Ruby's team is true to its roots in recreating the magic of that era. Our thanks go to the thousands of talented Ruby's team members who have helped build this brand and its reputation by putting their hearts behind the service they give our valued guests.
Welcome to Ruby's! Shooby dooby down to Ruby's with your favorite date. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's now and don't be late. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's where the food is great. We got burgers and fries that'll pop your eyes. Dogs and chili that'll drive you silly. Sodas and shakes to split with your date. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's. Hey, hey. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's. Don't be late. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's where the food is great.
Living just across the bay on Balboa Island back in the 1980s, I used to jog along the Peninsula Boardwalk from time to time. I would always see this old rundown bait shack at the end of the pier, and this little streamlined modern building always was crying out to be restored. After I convinced the city of Newport Beach and my partner Ralph this was a good idea, we leased the building and began the detailed restoration.
Originally it was going to be called the Balboa Diner. In fact, in some of the early pictures you can see, and we were with a felt tip marker doing it in blue and red.
So we said, gee, what would be the perfect name for a restaurant like this? And we kind of went through the list of requirements. Well, it should lend itself to a character. It would be great to have a character. And it should relate to somehow the look of the restaurant, red, white. And all of a sudden it just popped in my head, Ruby's. And well, of course my mother's name is Ruby, and that's where the idea came from.
When I first saw my name in lights, the bright red color, it was quite a thrill. It was.
By the time we got around to opening, December 7th, we were basically out of money. I don't think between us we had 2 nickels to rub together.
And as Ralph and I were sitting there broke and tired and wondering what we had done, people walked around the back of the restaurant, looked in the window, and smiled.
We opened the first day, I think our sales were $63, and I remember thinking, oh, what have I done?
Before we knew it, a TV food critic named Elmer Dills voted Ruby's the best burger in Southern California.
I never really understood the power of television until the next day. And we had people out on the pier, and the line was wrapped around the building and down the street.
So we have Elmer to thank for really putting us on the map and getting the word of mouth started about Ruby's. Ruby's got off to a great start and hasn't slowed down since. As the company grew, we remain committed to extremely high standards that ultimately served as our roadmap to success in this industry. Those standards of excellence became known as Ruby Magic.
Hi folks, welcome to Ruby's.
I think it's important for each of our new team members to really understand the history and the culture, how important Ruby Magic is, what it means.
Ruby Magic occurs when you walk into one of our restaurants and the stage is set perfectly. The restaurant is immaculately clean, the tables are set perfectly, the lighting's right, the music is right. The next thing is they're warmly greeted by our host cashier, the server's at their table on time, they take their order right, the food comes out hot and perfect and well presented. All of these things working together collectively create an experience of Ruby Magic. And once you experience that, once the team members experience that, it's a feeling they'll want to recreate again and again. It's truly the magic of the company.
Ruby's opens at 7 and we're here every morning for breakfast, rain or shine.
I come to Ruby's because I like the barbecue burger, and I like their shakes, all of them, and I like their hot dogs too.
And it's just a fun place to come.
The kids just love the choo-choo trains. The burgers are awesome,
My boys absolutely love the shakes. Ruby's is a big hit with our family.
Ruby's is committed to quality in every aspect of our operation, from the quality of our facilities, to the quality of our servers, to the quality of our food.
The bright colors and the cleanliness and the friendly people.
We really believe in having the best products we can and putting them together in unique ways and serving them at a value to our guests. And that commitment to quality has really been unwavering over the last 20 years.
People love Ruby's.
I love Ruby's.
Love Ruby's. I love Ruby's.
We love Ruby's, right? We love it.
I love Ruby's.
We love Ruby's.
When we meet somebody on the street and talk about Ruby's, one of the first things they talk about is how much they love the food.
The hamburgers are so good. I always get the same burger with the vanilla malt, and they got lots of different malts, but that's what I like, and that's why I keep coming back.
My favorite thing here is the guacamole burgers and the milkshakes, of course. My favorite is Oreo.
We have very craveable flavors at Ruby's, and it's not because of just great recipes, it's because of the individual quality we put into each and every ingredient. The best of the best goes into our burgers, into our shakes, into our salads. We're a cut above.
Oh, of course, the food is delicious. Everybody loves the food.
When they taste that hamburger, they taste that synergy of flavor, that synergy of quality. They taste that milkshake that tastes unlike any other milkshake in our industry. Those things put together make it really a wow experience.
I like Ruby's because it was from my era, first of all, but they got the greatest malts that I can't buy anywhere else. So I come here all the time.
When we asked 6,000 of our guests what they liked about Ruby's, we got an answer that was somewhat surprising.
It's clean. I would say it's extremely clean.
You just look at stuff and you can see reflections off of everything, and you can see your face in the napkin holders, and usually you can't see that in most restaurants. So it's definitely impressive.
Oh, it was great. It's like you come in and it's immaculate condition. It's just really, it's wow.
One thing about the Ruby's restaurant, you walk in and everything is sparkling clean, and people love that.
I think it is the manifestation of our high standards. It's where it really shows, where the guests can see it when they walk through the door. You just get that sense that, wow, this place is really something.
I'm making this table Ruby perfect.
And of course, that comes down to each and every team member making everything Ruby perfect and creating Ruby magic by making sure we have a facility that is spotless, sparkling, wonderfully clean.
Welcome to Ruby's.
Welcome to Ruby's. Welcome to Ruby's.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Ruby's.
Shooby dooby down to Ruby's.
When you walk into a Ruby's restaurant, you are given true hospitality.
The atmosphere is special. It's very special.
Hey folks, welcome to Ruby's. How are we doing today?
There are a number of choices our guests can make to dine, and we need to be their first thought, not only because of the food, but because of the service, the fun, and the connection that they have with our team members.
The way we stay true to our motto, only the best for our guest, is by recognizing our most important and valuable asset, the Ruby's team members.
You know, over the years, we've had a lot of people ask us, where do you find those great people? And, the team members are the most important part of what we are.
The Ruby's brand, the Ruby's concept, attracts a very wonderful individual.
It is the funnest company I've ever worked for. I don't feel like I've been doing this for a long time. It feels fresh every time I come in. It's a brand new experience. It's really great.
It's just a great feeling, and it's all about self-satisfaction from helping others.
I love what I do. I couldn't work for a better company that really cares about their employees. They care about their guests, and we do everything possible to show what Ruby stands for.
When you come to Ruby's, you join a family, and you're a part of that family forever.
Vanilla Coke sounds great.
Welcome to Ruby's. Birthday party and we're singing for you. Put your candles and we'll be on our way.
And we just are so proud to have you on our team. I want to work at Ruby's because it
Whenever I come here, it's always really fun. I always like the service, and everyone's really nice, and it just seems like a fun place to work.
This is my first job, actually, so I'm pretty excited. I love the 1940s theme, and just it's always a happening environment, you know? It's fun to be in.
It's going to be fun, and it's my first job, and Ruby's is a fun place to work. The reason I want to work here is because of the atmosphere. It seems like it would be really fun.
Hi, welcome to Ruby's.
As new members join our team, each one of them is issued a very important piece of the uniform, the Ruby's motto card.
Everybody show me your motto cards. Great job.
Contained in this little tiny document is everything that you need to know about what it takes to create Ruby Magic. So I would ask everybody who gets one of these, which is everybody, please take a careful look at it, read it, take it to heart, because this is what separates us from other restaurant companies.
Shooby dooby down to Ruby's where the food is great. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's with your favorite date. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's now and don't be late. We got burgers and fries that'll pop your eyes. Dogs and chili that'll drive you silly. Sodas and shakes to split with your date. For breakfast, lunch, and for dinner.
Ralph and I are extremely proud to have our vision for Ruby's become a reality, not only here on the end of the Balboa Pier, but at all of the other Ruby's across the country, from coast to coast, all the way from Pennsylvania to Hawaii. From those humble beginnings on that very first day where we served only 12 guests.
It had sales of a whopping $63.
To today, where thousands of Ruby's team members spread Ruby Magic to over 10 million guests per year. We want to thank you for taking the time to let us talk to you about Ruby's.
I'm Ralph Cosmides.
And I'm Doug Kavanaugh. Welcome to Ruby's.
Shooby dooby down to Ruby's, don't be late. Shooby dooby down to Ruby's where the food is great.